Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my week 31 check-in. I am really excited to do this check-in. Every week, every time those numbers get bigger, I just get more proud of myself for staying the course and really tackling this journey head on. I don't know what it is, but it definitely has clicked this time around, and I'm feeling great. I'm enjoying the journey. Believe it or not, I'm actually enjoying it. I'm grasping all the little things, the NSVs, the just little changes, that tell me I'm on the right path. And I'm still preparing for that first trip to the lake that I talked about last week. That's coming up here real soon. So I'm trying to figure out food situation and how I can prepare myself to be successful, because I really, I had a lot of you guys give me feedback last week about how you handle it and how you see it. And I really spent some time thinking about how I wanted to end the trip, like when I come home, and also thinking about my journey in particular, because if I have a really fun weekend food-wise, then it means I have more work to do on the other side. And I realize that I don't really want to have a lot more work to do in addition to the work I'm already doing. I want to prove to myself that I'm changing how I'm living and not dieting, if that makes any sense. And I really think that if I go off the rails just because I'm on a trip or something out of the ordinary, then I'm just really telling myself this isn't my life. It's just a temporary thing. And I truly believe that I am making this my life and my choices. Not to say I'm not going to indulge a little bit, because that's life. I mean, if you don't indulge, you're not living. So I will, but I'm really trying to make sure that in my mind I'm kind of storyboarding my focus for my trip to be more about the socialization, the interactions with the family members that I'll be with, and so forth, and less about the food. And I'm hoping that for the most part I'll be able to eat healthy throughout the day. And then maybe just have some indulgences at night. I don't know. Food is a huge component of this trip. So I'm really not sure how it's going to work out in the long run, but I'm storyboarding in my mind and kind of trying to prepare myself and come home successful. So that's where I am. And next week when I do my weekly check-in, it may be a little late because of the trip. It may, my whole schedule might be off just a little bit, but I expect to be up on the scale, because today I had another loss, 1.4 pounds, which put me at 37 pounds total. Yay! I wanted to be at almost 50 pounds at this point. I know I mentioned that before, but I'm really happy with 37 pounds. Very happy. I'm happy with the way my body is. It's weird. I had some weird things happen this week. So my shoulders are emerging, which I really like. But I was at work and I was standing and I kind of wrapped my arms around myself and I could do it. And it was weird. It was like just in 37 pounds, I could feel that there was less of me in my midsection. Even though I see it a little bit, I could really feel it. That was huge. I was like, yeah, this is so cool. So it's little things like that I'm trying to grasp onto. I don't want to do this again. Like, I don't want to be successful and then gain it back and then do this again. Like, I really want this to be my last time. And I feel like it really will be my last time. I'm not saying I won't go up and down a little bit. I mean, that is natural, and I am getting older, and my metabolism is just jacked to all heck from years of this cycle and this abuse and this dieting and gaining and dieting. I want to stop it. I want to end it. I want it done. So that's my goal. So that's what I'm focusing on. So yay, I had another loss. I do expect next week that probably won't happen because I've had 3 good weeks of losses, and that just does not happen to this turtle. So, you know, I'm embracing them. I'm happy for them, but I don't expect them to stick around for every weigh-in. So, and I'm okay with that. However, that said, that's really all I wanted to talk about today. I'm just extremely tickled with getting on the scale this morning, hitting all new number that I haven't seen in probably like 4 or 5 years. So that was exciting. I put on one of my favorite shirts from last summer, and it kind of hung like a tent on me, and took it off and thought, I don't think I'm going to wear that this summer. And I only bought it last summer. It was very cute, but I just had to change. And I put this shirt on, which I haven't worn in a few years. One of my favorites. Fit great again. So I'm really excited because with my weight loss and the changes to my body, that means I'm opening up more clothing to myself, which is great because I have a ton of stuff I want to get into this summer. So hopefully. Problem is I don't have any shorts or anything. I don't think that fits. So when the weather gets warm, as it's coming to do very shortly, I may have to go and spend a little bit of money and get at least 1 pair of shorts that I can wear regularly, because all the rest I'm going to have to belt, and they're still not going to look very good. But yeah, so that is my check-in this week. I don't really have anything on my mind that I wanted to discuss, except, again, the holiday stuff, and I know you guys are probably sick of it, but summer's coming, and like I said last week, for most of us, that means we're going to be in situations where food is a huge focus. And we're going to be socializing more. We're going to be out and about. We're going to be doing things that I feel like if I don't prepare for them ahead of time, then, you know, I'm setting myself up for some issues. And I really don't want them to be an issue. I just want to enjoy summer. And I want to be active and let the weight fall off of me. And so that's my plan. Now, I also want to say something to you guys. I'm reading this really good book, and it's called It Was Me All Along, and it's by Andie Mitchell. And I'll put a cover shot of it here and a link below if you want to check it out. I got it from my library after seeing somebody on Instagram talking about it, and it's really good. It's about this food, I guess she's kind of a food blogger now, named Andie Mitchell, who was overweight her whole life, and at the age of 20 decided to do something about it and lost like 135 pounds. She went on to have skin removal surgery after losing her weight, and has kept it off. I think she's kept it off for like 10 years now. And I've kind of followed her a little bit on Instagram and on Facebook. She has a couple YouTube videos, but not much. But it's a really good story. I actually have been listening to the audiobook, and she read it, and she's got a very sweet voice. It's nice to listen to. But if you want a story that just shows how you can just kind of come to grips with the eating disorder that causes us to be overweight, and let's face it, we may not be anorexic, we may not binge and purge, we may not identify that we have an eating disorder, but we don't get as large as we've gotten for those of us that have, 100 plus pounds to lose without some kind of disorder when it comes to how we eat or how we nourish our body, because we're not using food as a tool to be nourished. We're using food for other reasons, and only we know what those are, but we all have something. And it's really eye-opening. She did a lot of therapy, and she's really kind of a role model. So if you're looking for something that's a nice read, it's sweet, she's sweet, it's an easy read, but I recommend it no matter what your age, how long you've been overweight. It's just a really good book. So like I said, here's the cover. Here's the link below. Go check it out. Check her out. I'll see if I can scare up some links to like her Instagram and so forth. So you guys can all check her out. And that's it. I'm going to wrap up today's weekly check-in. Again, 1.4 pounds down, 37 pounds total. Yay me, I'm so excited. And I'll be back again very shortly, and I'll see you next Friday, or perhaps earlier, perhaps later. I haven't quite decided, but I will see you next week for my week 32 check-in. Later, guys.